Hey friends, I'm Mitch. Today we're unboxing Tunisia II. This is OCS, I think, version 4.2. So the plastic is off. We're ready to open this up. As you know, I like OCS. The supply tossing is kind of fun actually. And yeah, so I made OCS helper add-in for Alexa, I think, and I made the OCS rapid refresher. So apparently I like OCS. So here we go. We have Tunisia II. Not sure what year this was published. We have one box and lid. We have a phone number to call. And okay, so 4.2. We'll look at these a little closer later. You probably saw this in the other. I have no idea what a railhead is. You probably saw this in the other one. So pretty standard OCS stuff. We got 2 units and 1 extra. So I'm not sure that I need the extra. I do know that I don't have railhead. I have the fuel. Obviously I have tons of supply and everything else. So here are the units. We'll look at that in a minute. And here are the other units. We'll look at that in a minute. I do like OCS. Here we have the air. I like the OCS. It's so easy to read. Even from a distance, even when you're half blind like me, it's super easy to read all of the markers. Really love that stuff. Alright, so we have what do we have? 1 dice? Just 1 dice? We have 1 dice, and we have a rather thick manual. We'll look at the, wow, this is really thick. Okay, it's only 50 pages, but man, it is really heavy-duty paper. That is insanely thick paper. I mean, it's like a cardstock almost. But yeah, 50 pages, pretty standard OCS 4.2. Take a look at that in a minute too. Here we have the standard OCS charts and tables. As per my rapid rules refresher, see air, base, air transport, air combat. Have the rail. Here we go, the combat table. If you'd like faster combat, I have the OCS helper app, which you just tell it the close, very close, and all that other stuff. So, anyway, combat sequence summary, combat supply, surprise modifiers, pretty standard, flak, barrage table, barrage versus facility, all that good stuff. So here's the outline sequence of play. Alright, pretty standard. Here we have the Tunisia II particular rules. I want to take a good look at these. Again, that's the thicker paper that we had before. So here is the setup. God bless the apps for setting this stuff up. Cool. Special scenario rules, all that stuff. Better air bridge. Interesting. We'll take a look at those in a minute. And at the bottom, here's the other dice. At the bottom, what do we have? We have Allied arrivals. Alright, so this is the arrival schedule for the Allies. Alright, cool. And 8th Army, Allied shipping charts, and all that good stuff. Okay, pretty cool. Alright, then we have the maps. Before we look at that, we have another chart and table, the same one that we just had. Axis arrivals. Alright. So the Axis arrival chart. And then we got that. Alright, let's take a look at the maps. Interested in looking at these. I do like the OCS maps. Oh, that is not bad at all. Sort of reminds me of the upcoming GTS game that they're going to release, which is interesting. That's a good looking map. Can't really go wrong with OCS maps for sure. Looks very nice. We have the airfields over here. So it comes with 2 maps. Wow, these are thick maps too. I love the quality of this stuff. Here we have our Algeria over here. And more maps. So that's map number 1. Alright, and then we have map number 2. Again, this is a thicker map. Thicker paper, thicker map. They did a good job on this for the production value of this stuff. Alright, so it looks like, here we go. There we go. So we have the half-week record track, weather table, and all that stuff. Then you have the heart of Tunisia and the shoreline over here. So I know we have ports and all this other stuff that we take into account. So you put these together, I'm assuming vertically. Here we have the Algeria on that end. And up here we have the campaign for Tunisia. Very cool. I love OCS. They really did. They do a great job on the production value, especially the maps. So maps are just great, and I like that they don't do. They don't have every single hex does not need a number. You can just figure it out. I love these games when it has every single hex has a number. It just kind of gets repetitive, and if it's too bold, it kind of burns you out pretty quick. So here are the specific rules to this. So we have railroads, off-map boxes, weather. So traverse through winter, rainy season, and on into spring. And then here we have reinforcements. No stupid entry tricks, huh? Trucks, okay. So we have charcoal trucks, capture routing, weird sizes. So I knew I saw a playthrough with other ways to get supply other than trucks. Kind of interested in that now. What can carry supply? We have that. We have some units. We have reserves. We have that. Okay, so here we have the trucks. And I remember in one game they had camels, but apparently not on this game. So you just have the trucks, I guess. Just do 2 supply to 2T. Okay. And over here we have more trucks, so 2T and 2 supply. Oh, you do. Here we go. We have, I guess, a horse or a camel. I guess goes 6 and carries, is that 1 supply? That's not a unit, is it? That's interesting. I'm always fascinated with the OCS. They always come up with all these inventive things. Or is that not supply? Okay, we have more trucks over here. I don't know. Let's see. We have search planes. We have trucks, charcoal trucks, enhanced construction, ports and shipping. Okay. Armies and nationalities, allied special rules. Okay, here we have the Air Force and the Axis special rules. Hip shoots and airdrops. And we have scenarios. So we have 6 scenarios. And we have transport, the amphibious raids. So victory conditions, sudden death. And here are the scenarios. So you can just sort of take a peek at the various scenarios. Looks like quite a few units. So more scenarios and more scenarios. So that's not too bad. And the back we have design notes and abbreviations. Order of the battle. So yeah, really cool, really cool. This is OCS number 15. Alright, so let's take a look at, not take a look at the OCS rules, which we looked at very carefully before. So let's zoom in a little bit. Take a look at the counter sheets from a little closer view here. Alright. So these are pretty standard common counters that we have across the series. It is a bit warped. I think this has been in the back of the warehouse for a while, and OCS, it's not easy to punch out, but it's not that big of a problem to punch out. they come out without shredding. So in case you're interested in the OCS thickness, here you go. Pretty thick, not too bad. So punches out pretty easily. You're not going to have to razor them out like I did with Bitter Woods. So here we are. So we got your truck is fueled, 2T supply, all that other good stuff. Common markers there, and a quick look at the back of those. So tossing supply, and that is I believe the extended, the fast movement, and all that good stuff. And exhausted ammo and all that other stuff. Okay, so those are the common ones. So now we have the units. So we have some Panzers. We have the 4T Max 45 movement trucks. We have the artillery. We have infantry. All that good stuff. So just like the other OCS game, Korea the Forgotten War, we have the you do have air support, but it's limited, and it's not like half the units are going to be air support. So, well, in this case they are, but only for those. Here we go. Allied again, we have that. Pretty cool. Reserve. And then we have some air support, more air support. So there you go. In the back of these, there's your weather, your standard, your airstrip, and plenty of planes. Alright, cool. Alright, so here's counter sheet 2. We have more transports, more air, and then quite a few ground units. Pretty cool. So overall, I like OCS, and I do enjoy playing OCS for sure. So that's one of the games that you can get online as well and find people to play with you pretty easily. Not too hard to get some people to play with you. Alright, then we have the charts and tables. Take a look at that again in case you haven't seen it before. First player, first turn, transport, air transports, and the massive combat table, the combat sequence, flak, barrage, all that other good stuff. Barrage versus facility. I think it's pretty standard. Korea the Forgotten War had this as well. Korea had a better looking map too, but I wanted to pick up another OCS game because I was so pleased with the one that I had. So again, here's this insanely thick manual. You can hear it. Barrage and hip shoots, flak, all that stuff. So it's not too complex, but definitely not easy. One of those things where you have to play a few rounds of it to get the idea. So railheads, railroads, all that good stuff. I remember railroads, I don't remember railheads in the other game. We have specialized units. Here you have your HQ. Your HQ can toss supply. You have transports. So we have trucks. I'm not sure about that horse, if that's a unit or not. I need to read through. On-map supplies, etc., etc. Anyway, I do love me some OCS. So this is OCS Tunisia II with some pretty cool maps. The quality of everything is top-notch, just like it was with Korea the Forgotten War. So for the price point, I'm really happy with this. This is one of the games that you can just get and play for like a very long time, and the components will last you forever. So very pleased with this. Anyway, that is the unboxing of Tunisia II.